And I knew as an employee that I didn't want to say anything that would set him off. By the way, if you want the system that we're covering in this video as a free checklist, grab the link in the description. You can have a PDF of everything we talked about. The other day I woke up and I was pissed off. I was super frustrated, super angry. It seemed like nothing was going right. I looked at what our marketing team was doing and saw that they were missing some deadlines. I looked at what Experiment 27 was doing and there were some frustrations over there. And some days you just wake up like that as an entrepreneur and you feel like you just need to fucking rip somebody apart. You need to yell. And my dad was like this, not to his kids. He never really yelled at me, except one time when he had a broken arm and I was trying to show him this sick dance move I saw from the final Star Wars movie. I was doing some high kicks, kicked him right in his broken arm. And he yelled at me then. And I only remember that. That's my only memory of my father. But he did yell at vendors all the time, screaming into the phone, like, "Where are my fucking gloves?" You know, that's my impersonation of my own father. "Where are my goddamn gloves? I need these by Tuesday at 3 p.m. Fucking hang up. But I've learned that you shouldn't yell at your people. And the best managers don't. And it's not the most effective strategy. And I've learned as an entrepreneur that that doesn't mean that you don't want to yell. So in today's video, I want to answer the age-old question of, should you yell at your people? We've talked about it from the entrepreneur's point of view. How pissed off you can get when other people are supposed to do work and then they don't get the work done. Now, let's talk about it from the employee's point of view. Have you ever had a boss that yells? I know in the restaurant industry, when I was doing delivery driving at Jimmy John's, I had a boss that would yell all the time and it made me not want to go to work. I've also had really nice bosses that don't yell, and it makes me want to work harder. It's that simple. If a manager could see it logically, then they wouldn't yell. But the problem is, yelling is not a logical problem, it's an emotional problem. Because as a manager, or as an entrepreneur, or a boss, or whatever, it is extremely cathartic to yell. It feels extremely good when you're in a one-on-one and you're just laying it in to the employee and you're like yelling at them, pointing out every flaw they have. It feels amazing. It feels almost as good as sinking into a hot tub. Almost as good. I need to get a hot tub. Imagine if I had a hot tub right there. Damn. I would never need to yell if I had a hot tub. So how do I avoid yelling at all my employees? One, I try not to hop on a call as soon as I'm frustrated. I'll wait 30 minutes. I'll wait an hour. Sometimes I have to hop on a call, and for that, I have to trick myself into not being angry, which is a fake it till you make it sort of experience, where I go into the call and right before the call I tell myself that the person I'm about to talk to is great at their job and I'm the one at fault. Almost like a gaslight. I'm almost gaslighting myself. And sure, there's some incongruency. I'm so frustrated internally and maybe some of that comes out during the initial call, but at least I'm not yelling and that's good enough. The second thing I'll do, and I got this trick from one of my mentors. I used to hate the word mentor, I'll use it, I don't care. One of my mentors, Tom Tancredi, from the agency I used to work at the beginning of one of our calls, I asked him, "Hey Tom, how's it going?" And he said, "I'm in a great mood. Hopefully nobody on this call tells me anything that's gonna put me in a bad mood." And that was a joke that broke the tension. And I knew as an employee that I didn't want to say anything that would set him off. Not that Tom's a yeller. I actually have never been yelled at by Tom, but I could tell that he was pissed off. And actually, one of Tom's sayings was the line from The Incredible Hulk from Avengers 1, I believe it's Avengers 1, where they ask him what his secret is. They ask the Hulk what his secret is, and he says, "My secret is I'm always angry." That's what Tom used to say. He's always angry. Those are the strategies. The basic strategy is you can be angry. The other day I was yelling into my mattress. My face was down in the blanket and I was just screaming in frustration. But you can't let that out on calls. And just know that you don't feel alone. Everyone feels this frustrated. But by expressing it on the calls, you're not getting anything done, except for maybe soothing yourself temporarily. If you really want that person to not make you angry again, it's much better to give them specific instructions, keep calm, and don't yell. You've heard that it's important to test your cold email subject lines to get an 80% open rate. And we've been able to achieve that pretty consistently for our clients selling into the top companies, billion-dollar brands. So how do we do that? The trick is to test a new subject line every 10 emails. The hardest part for us was coming up with these subject lines. But lucky for you, we have 50 plus subject lines in a Google Doc that you can test with your cold email campaigns. And best part, you can have that for free. To get this list of 50 plus email subject lines, go over to experiment27.com/subject. Again, that's experiment27.com/subject. Let me know down in the comments, how do you stop yourself from yelling? Or are you a yeller? Does yelling work for you? Let me know. Always down to hear a good story. Thanks for watching. I'm Alex Berman.